What's going on, everybody? Creeper571 here. I am currently sitting in the cockpit left seat of a CRJ 700 on Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm also connected to the VATSIM network, which means I'm playing with live people, as you can see here. Near center was a control center, is open center on 123.20. We're currently sitting on the ramp in McCARRAN International. We're going to be taking a short flight over to there. I'm going to show you the takeoff and taxi procedures. I have my checklist in front of me. I've already started up because that takes a long time. So let's go on ahead and get started here. We're going to go ahead and request pushback. So we're going to start pushing back here. Alright. We have a ground truck in front of us. Our call sign for today will be Oscar November Whiskey 21 or 09W21. As you know, this is probably know I said a CRJ 700 right seat. So while we're going to go ahead and turn on the no smoking signs in the cabin. We'll make sure the APU is off. Got that before I started here. We're going to make sure our taxi lights are going to be on. Landing gear down. Alright. Let's go over before the take. Let's get ready for the taxi. Alright. We are being pushed back. There is another Learjet out on the ramp today. Alright, I think we've pushed back just long enough. Alright, so we are taking a short flight over to Area 51. So we have our GPS loaded up here. Sounds good. Now what we need to do is we need to program our autopilot. So we give ourselves a speed. Of about 307 to start. I need to, before we take off though, what we need to do is file a flight plan. So that was my last one. KLAS is it. Then we need to go to Alpha Romeo 51. And then our alternate will be Alpha Turkey KAB. We'll be cruising, we're going to cruise because this is a really short flight at actually 18,000 feet. If we do run into anything, I'll make sure I have IFR, which means they will give us directions. So I'm going to go ahead and file our flight plan so they know where we're going. And we're going to head on over to our runway. I want to see which way I'm going to be departing. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and ease up on the throttle. I have a yoke next to me here. And my throttle and my foot levers is what I'm going to be controlling with. It's also going to be my braking action. So we're going to go ahead and taxi on over. That ground truck wants to get out of my way. Well, unfortunately we do not have any air traffic controllers with us on this first flight. Most of the time they are. I would really recommend joining the VATSIM network and getting Flight Simulator X. I did not do my normal gaming intro, Creeper571, because I do not go by that on this network. I actually go by my call sign for whatever it is. So sometimes it's Orbit 273, Orbit 27, World Travel 280, could be United, American Airlines, whatever I'm flying. So I haven't shown you what the outside of a CRJ 700 looks like. That is it, 2 engines, very small. Jesus, there's a ground truck in my way. Who can blame him? You'll get to see the strip. There's the strip. There's the Mandalay Bay. There it is, all there. Beautiful. We'll actually see it coming in. We're actually going to be departing right over there. It's beautiful. Alright, so we're going to start slowing down. Start getting ready for the takeoff. Alright, so we're going to have another ground truck in front of me, which is kind of pissing me off. But that's all we can do is wait. So I'm going to go ahead and ease up. My engines are currently below 25%. You can see it here. There's engine 1 and engine 2. This is my display for all my functions. Fuel, flight controls, all my hydraulics, flaps, speed brakes are there, and then my hydraulics. And then my electrical systems, and then back there. Navigation, and flight rules, or flight, how my altitude, my speed. So we're going to go ahead and continue getting on over to the end of the runway here. Beautiful strip. I love the realism in this game. Hopefully I don't crash. I do have crash settings on for some reason. Which means if I crash, I can't really restart. So we're going to go ahead and turn onto the runway here. Once we get on the runway, I will start the takeoff checklist. Alright, coming up on the hold short lines, I am the only one here, but clear to the left and clear to the right. Proceeding on to the runway. I find taxiing and landing are the hardest parts to do, because you have to be very gentle with your speed. So we are on 19 right now. We're going to go ahead and put the brakes on. So since I have flight controls, I'm going to do a quick push forward. See that my yoke goes forward, pull back, full left. And if I'm watching the computer, watch my hydraulics, full right. Alright, rudder. Alright. Spoilers and speed brakes. They work. Alright, takeoff checklist. We need to have a flap of, we need to have our flaps set to the 8 position, and the 2 position, my bad. I need to have taxi lights off, landing lights on, navigation lights on, strobe lights on, wing lights. I turn all these the external lights on just for safety. Make sure everything's on up there. I'm going to check my GPS. I'm actually going to take off and I'm going to hand fly our turn until I can figure out what heading we're going to go on. So with that, I think we're good to go. Left, right, forward, down, rudder. So I think we're ready to go, so I'm going to start easily adjusting our V1. I wanted to go over what that was. Our V1 means that is our decision speed that we can no longer safely abort our takeoff. Our V2 is our rotate speed, but I'm going to go ahead and pull back on my yoke. And then my pitch, I'm going to want to be on an 8 to 0 and green nose up. Positive rate is when we're going to be putting gear up. It's going to be at 150. I'll touch the brakes and bring up the gear. So let's get on underway here. Get my chair nice and in. Normally on the VETSIM network I would have ATC coverage on this, giving me instructions, taxiways, and what I would go to, but unfortunately I do not have ATC today. So let's just check P-Pilot one more time. Oak Center. I'm actually going to tune them on 1, 2, 1, 3, 2. One, 3, 2. What was it? 0.22. To what? 20. Short-term memory, guys. I'm bad at it. Alright. And you can hear them now. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and ease up on our thrust here. Start our takeoff. You'll notice up here all of our warnings. If those lights go on, we're in trouble. You can see the Mandalay Bay one more time. Alright, here we go. 80 knots cross check. 100. Should we stay center line here? 120. There's going to be our V1. Alright, there's our rotate speed. We're going to go ahead and pull back. Woo! Alright, and we have a positive rate. Gears coming up. I gotta pull back. We got red. I need to figure out which way we're going to go. So we're going to start making a right turn. I am flying by hand right now. I will put everything into the computer momentarily. See, I don't want to get too big out of bank angle, so I'm going to go ahead and pull back. So I need to go on a heading about 330. Very difficult. Autopilot, we're just going to be going on. We're going to turn our speed on and our heading. Altitude as well. I release my flight controls. Alright, now it looks like we're going to be going to a heading about 335. What did I set on my altitude? Oh, I only have 4,000 feet. Should try to make sure I get up to 18. Stupid. Another 4,000 go. Alright, we're coming up on it now. Everything looks nice and good. Actually, I'm going to start bringing up the flaps. So our flaps are over here. It's on my yoke. Ooh, why did I put the gear down? Jesus, shoot. That's not, that's a glitch. Probably hit it when I went to hit, Shift 3 is what to get your GPS up. I probably hit Shift E. Just lost a ton of pressure there, but thanks to FXS physics, nothing ever really goes wrong. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn the landing lights off. So that was our takeoff. It was actually pretty good, pretty nice and smooth. Currently now we are 66 miles to the east of Area 51 off Alfa Romeo 51. When we get down to about 45, I'm going to start our descent. Up until that point, it's going to be monitoring flight rules, making sure everything is looking nice and dandy. See, everything looks nice and good. Fuel is decreasing. Everything looks fine, flight control wise. Our hydraulics are all good. Electrical's good. So now this is the really part I hate the most, but we're going to have to wait it out here. So there's not a whole lot in this cockpit that is very interesting. This is not a big plane at all. I'll probably do something with the A321 in a little while. So I think because I don't want to bore you guys, because I don't have really anything to talk about while I'm flying, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe. I will see you guys later.